This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
On first down, they go back to Henderson, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about one. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the rookie from Texas A&M. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
They get 21 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down. Set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Ready, break. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's a short one caught by Fryermuth.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From 29, here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run. Johnson. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Third, they need 8.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Man in motion here is Tucker.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got their hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
70. Rig alert, rig alert. Cut 19, cut 19. Steady.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
First down, Steelers.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. And even 30 yards. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18, Pioneer. Hey, smash.
Man in motion, heading right.
19, Lion.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Now, faking the give. Forced out wide. And he will wisely just get rid of this one. And set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
A give left side here for Johnson.
After putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Line of scrimmage to the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal.
Come on, let's go.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Number 86. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Here we go, 15, 5, 6, Cowboy 80.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 15. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Big alert. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Henderson. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Hold the ready.
6-yard line.
Ready, go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt.
Back to the air one more time. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Like trap 60, 79 Broncos. Hey, Crash.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's into space past the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
19 Lions. Get up.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. On the handoff, Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Go! Ready!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Ready!
Metcalf, the motion man.
Go!
Back to the air once more on second down. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Third down, 3 to go.
Get it!
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
18, pioneer!
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
Ready!
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go! Ready.
They'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Metcalf, the motion man.
Dragon 60!
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go! Cowboy 80!
On the give, it's Henderson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Hey, Smash! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Mustang 19! Ready, ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First and 10.
22-yard line.
Go!
On the ground, here is Henderson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Again, it's Henderson. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Ball is at the 8 for second and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. That is on by the tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Pearson now for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bengals add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Steelers 14. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Come on. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Here's a designed run. And a short pickup there to about the 36. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and A quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This is caught down that right sideline. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The 13-yard line.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. That's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 20 years. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This will be returned from the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Metcalf, the motion man. Now, faking the give. There's a short one caught by Fireman. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space.
Whoa, a loose football. How about that? The quarterback able to spot the ball on the ground, gets on it, and keeps it for the offense. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's a 4th down. Oh, he shanked it, heading straight for the sideline. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Handoff, and it's Henderson. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will Score! Touchdown, Bengals. His second touchdown of the afternoon. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
Bengals 42, Steelers 21.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Brings up second and
Let's go now.
at the 34-yard line.
Fix the Eagles. Good.
They'll go again with Johnson.
Number 20, the ball carrier. Tyrese Knight on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
Ready?
This is 3rd and 6.
Go.
Another run here with Johnson. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Ready?
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Play is a turnover on down.
They'll run. It's Henderson. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Ready up.
2 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and
8. Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Played close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now it's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Henderson now on first and 10. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 8. We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run, and this is Henderson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First down and goal to go.
With the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Steelers 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Corey Horton now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cavity Lions.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Ready.
On first down, right back to Johnson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he's going to have the first down yards across the 50 to the 48.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Steady.
A run here with Johnson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Hold the ready.
On second down, a run with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. Liking, 18.
Here's Johnson. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road